the environmental impacts of a credit card. So we've got this study of 64% of Americans wanting a credit card that lessens their environmental impact. And I read that and thought, does that even make sense? And at first I thought, what is it that they're talking about? So there was a component of this where, the actual physical construction of the credit card needed, I guess the card itself has to be made out of recyclable materials. But then I'm thinking, aren't we in a world now, for the most part, particularly, I guess, in the developed world, we're using our phones to pay for things now, it's like an electronic card. So it didn't make sense to me. But then, and I'm sure there's lots of people still using cards, but I didn't think that was the biggest. I don't know what sort of environmental impact could be there. I mean, it's always good to use sustainable material and whatever, but then there's this other thing about carbon offsetting every purchase. And I was like, where are companies going to, where's MasterCard or Visa going to do that? What are they going to donate? They probably could, in terms of from their profit, but are they seriously thinking that there's going to be an altruistic motive behind that
There's no altruistic motive. I'm highly cynical of this. This is effectively a very clever scheme to effectively take a percentage of carbon offsets. Look, if carbon offsets really work, that'd be great. But if people are just going to use carbon offsets to make money, that's not really that environmental at the end of the day either. So, the old thing, do a survey, find that 64% of people want, a better environment, and then find a new way to charge them for it.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the other funny thing about it is that, if you want to do something for the environment, then you have to do something a bit more direct rather than ticking a box and hoping that something happens on the other end. Who the hell knows if anything happens?
Well, that's right. Do carbon offsets merely shift the problem, or do they solve the problem? I don't think anyone really knows yet. And I certainly don't think setting up a company that takes a percentage from every time you try and buy a carbon offset solves anything either.